what to expect. This is not a political slide by any stretch of the imagination, but we can't ignore, as employers, you need to be aware of what could happen in the autumn. We're definitely having an election, as you know, but what could happen? All of the press is still saying they believe that Labour will win the next election, and you need to be aware that if that happens, these are the things that you need to be aware of. If Labour win in the autumn, in their first 100 days in office, they have said they're going to introduce their Employment Rights Bill. And that's obviously 100 days, only about 3 months, isn't it? They've said they'll introduce a number of employment law changes because it's part of their New Deal for working people. This will include lots of change. So potentially employee status will be changed. There'll be a single status for employees and workers. At the moment, as you know, only employees have employment rights and statutory rights through tribunal. Workers don't. That will change because workers will become under that single employee status and have the same rights as employees. The right to disconnect is the second one. This legislation's already in Europe. France and Belgium already have it in place. This basically is the right to disconnect. It allows employees to switch off from work outside of hours and not be contactable by their employer. They intend to bring that in. Unfair dismissal will become a day one right. So at the moment, as you know, we have 2 years window, if you like, within which we can dismiss somebody and they can't bring an employment claim for unfair dismissal. That will change because unfair dismissal will become a day one right. They intend to bring in dual discrimination. An employee can bring one claim for more than one discrimination. They also will bring in mandatory ethnic and disability pay gap reporting. So this means equal pay claims for larger companies. So if you've got more than 250 employees, that you should start looking at monitoring and preparing now for mandatory ethnic and disability pay gap reporting, as that would potentially come in. Also, the tribunal claim time limits. As you know, at the moment, an employee has 3 months within which to bring a tribunal claim against you. Their plan is to extend that. They haven't said how long for. 6 months would probably be the minimum, but it could be 12 or longer. And also, they're potentially going to make unfair dismissal uncapped. As you know, at the moment, it's got a cap of £115,000, but that will potentially be removed. Also, there is a personal liability for directors, so do look at your director's liability insurance, making sure that you're covered should this come in. They're going to end the fire and rehire. This practice, they'll make that illegal. And then they are going to ban, originally they were going to ban 0 hours contracts, but that changed yesterday. They're now saying they're going to ban exploitative 0 hours contracts. So a bit of a pare back on that announcement. Trade union laws, they're going to be strengthening those. So this in effect, of course, will strengthen the position of workers and employees, but is more onerous for you as the employers.